everybody, CW here. It's Blade Friday again, and my little brother let me down again. Did not bring over my grandfather's knife, but my dad had my grandfather's, his dad's, other knife, which I had almost forgotten about. So this is mine. I bought to be like my grandfather's because I really liked his and I wanted my own. And this one is my grandfather's that he used a lot, that he gave to my father when he passed. And his other knife, he had 3 knives. He had a buck, 4 knives. He had 2 bucks. He had this one, and he had the case. The case went to my little brother. This one went to my father. I think this is a case too. And the 2 bucks went to me. So I have my grandfather's knife here, just not the one I wanted to show you, but it's very similar to this one. So I'll do another video down the road should I ever be able to get my hands on it to do a video. But they're still very nice knives, and it'll still be a pretty cool video. So here we go. Let's start out quick with my knife that I bought to be like my grandfather's. I did show this in past videos, and it's not in great shape. This is a Camillus, and it's an early one, a Cutco. And I don't know exactly what happened through the years, so I may get it wrong, but it's my understanding that Camillus bought out Cutco. I don't believe it was just a name for them. I think it was a company, and they bought it out, or it was one of those things that Camillus was always there, but they didn't call them Camillus Cutcos. They just were Cutcos, because you can find a lot of knives that are just Cutcos. And it had this great big fuller, which is what I really liked. And this was not unique to them. Like I said, my grandfather's was a case, and it had this. And there was a lot of knives at the time. This is going to be the 40s, late 30s, that had this. And a stacked leather handle that's in fair condition. It was getting pretty loose. I tightened it up, and now I've got to address this here. The stem, the center pin, the rat tail sticks out. So I got to address that, but it's in pretty good shape. You know, it's a good working knife. See, it's not super tight still. It needs to be tightened up a little more. But it might be at the end of the threads, I don't know. But the rest of it's pretty tight. It's just that handle's not. But I don't use it. I just wanted it, so there it is. It's pretty sharp. Good, still a good knife, good steel. Fairly desirable knife, I guess. I see them online going for a lot of money. A couple $100, a lot of money. So there's that one. And here's my grandfather's. Now, I can remember this, and I remember him sharpening this knife. When he sharpened this knife, as you can see how it's sharpened, he laid this whole blade flat on a stone. Let me pull out a stone. He laid this whole blade flat on a stone, like this, clunk, or just like that, flat on a stone, and then just tipped it up a tiny bit and made circles. So he would go and then turn it over and go the whole width of the blade, the whole length of the blade. So it made for, you know, a wicked sharp edge that never held for very long. And it's not an overly thick blade, but it was a pretty knife. And as you can see there, it's a case. And is there anything else on there? No, but it's got a little bit of file work on the back, and case, and stacked leather, tapered handle, you know, and a pinned cap. It's a nice knife. It's light. It's small. It really was good for the job. And we made this sheath for him. We had this sheath made for him, along with mine that I had at the time. And we're going to be going back to the probably 70, 71. Yeah, 1970, 1971. I don't think it was 69. And we had 3 sheaths made. And my My grandfather had this. We made this one for my grandfather. He didn't know. And my father had one made for me and one made for him. And they were all the same exact sheath. They all looked exactly the same style. Thin loop, because he always liked those thin belts. He never was a big wide belt guy. He was a thin dress belt, even on his hunting clothes. So we got a thin loop for him. And there it is. And he carried this a lot. I hesitate to even guess the number of deer that thing has gutted. It's been around. It's got experience. So there we go. There's the two knives I have to share. An old Camillus and an old case. Really nice old school quality hunting knives of the same genre, ilk, age about probably the same, really close. And that's it. Just a couple really cool old, sorry for the blur. It does that every once in a while, and I don't look, and hopefully it wasn't done that very long. Blurriness, I'm sorry, I should have looked closer. And there we go. That's my 2-for-1 for my Blade Friday. Check out all the other guys. Again, I'm going to forget everybody. I'm really awful at this. Gun Wild, Peterbilt Knife Guy, Hobbies Hobo, 69, Firearms Addict. I'm sorry, 66. Reloading 66 is the originator. Firearms Addict. And James Pugh did a few. Boy, I'm sorry, guys. I know there's probably some more and I'm forgetting. And I hate to call out names and miss somebody. It makes me feel awful. But I think I got most of the guys who've done a few videos. So if you're doing them, please comment in the comments and let me know, and I will put a link in the description to pull people over to your channel as well. So that's it. I hope everyone had a great week. Try and join us tonight. I think I'm going to be good enough to make the whole show. It's been rough. I still can't sit for very long, but I'm going to try and rig something up. Maybe I'll try and do the chat on my phone so I can be elevating my knee, because that's the only way I can sit still for 2 hours. I can't stand for 2 hours. I can't walk for 2 hours. I can't sit for 2 hours. But I can recline with my foot up, with my knee up, I should say. It's not my foot. With my knee up above my heart. And I can do that for more than 2 hours. So that's what I'm going to try and do. That's the only thing I can think of to be able to contribute. I hate to make Jamie do all the work and get stuck there. I know Kyle wasn't able to make the last one. He's going to be starting a new job. I don't know what his new schedule is going to be. So I'm going to try and be there for tonight. Again, Eastern Standard Time, 8 o'clock at the Georgia Shooting Connection channel. And I'll try and remember to put a link in the description for you. But we're every Friday night, and we encourage everybody from the side chat. We really want to hear what you got to say. Any topics, any questions, anything you want us to talk about. Firearms, hunting, that kind of stuff. We don't do politics. We don't do religion much. We'll say a prayer for somebody, but we try and stay away from politics and religion. Preaching, I mean. And think of something you want to talk about? Got a new gun or something, and you want a question about reloading or casting or anything like that. Even fishing and hiking and hunting. We do it all. So come on by and say hi. God bless everybody. CW out.